guys, Scarly here, and today I'll be reacting to Story Boot. Be right back. Sorry about that. There we go. And Story Boot's a place where real stories animated, which is really cool. Well, you should do this. Subscribe. Turn the notifications on where anywhere you can't miss a single video. And yeah, let's get into this. And wait, sorry about that. Get into this channel. This one have 3.6 million subscribers. Yeah. The first one we're gonna react. Okay, guys, this is really weird, I know. So the first one we're gonna react to, I'll be right back. So the first one we're gonna be reacting to is sneaking out of my house in the middle of the night. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
So last year in the 8th grade, I had this group of friends. It was me, my friend Andre, and my friend Jasmine. We hung out every day, and every time we hung out, it was just it was so much fun. We started going through Snapchats of people on our grade story, and they were just sneaking out, and we're like, maybe we could try it. And I was like, I don't know, because I have alarms on my house, and whenever I open my door, it makes a kind of sound. And at night we have to put in a code, and then it makes a noise if you open any door or anything. So I was like, I don't think I can.
That's
and then
good.
one of my friends was like, maybe if you try opening the upstairs window. So I tried it with the alarms on, and it didn't make a noise. And I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna get out through a window? So I went around my house, and I figured out that my brother's bathroom has a window, and then you could hop onto the roof and climb around and hop onto the fence and get down. So we planned
that's a good
to
idea.
go on a Sunday night.
And don't try this at
the next day was a day.
Caution, don't try this at home. You could just break one of your bones.
Day off that we had from school the night before.
Just imagine just getting down, falling down from accident.
Oh my gosh, you're
That's
really
really.
So then the night rolled around, and I was just laying in my bed, and I was thinking about all the consequences. I was thinking what if the parents catch me or what? And then I was like that something at me, and I was like, why am I doing this? Oh my god. What if I get caught or oh my god. But I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not just gonna do it. So now I gotta live my life. I'm a teenage girl. Come on, okay.
No.
So then I texted them. I was like, okay guys, we're going at 1:30, and then we all just left our house. I went onto the roof, and I was being so loud. I don't know how no one heard me. And I got onto the roof, and I climbed the way down. My heart was racing so fast, it almost fell in my chest. I got down and I just sprinted to my friend Andre's house, and he came out, and we just sprinted to our friend Jasmine's house. And Jasmine came out, and then we went to the store, and we were drinking some energy drinks, and we were just going crazy, running around the parking lot, stuff like that. And we were having the time of our lives. And then I was like, okay guys, let's go home now. And we were heading home, and then these 4 police cars just surround us. The police car rolls down its window, and it's hey guys, what are you doing out at this time? We're nothing, we're just heading home. And they're why are you guys out? And we're trying to lie that we just couldn't. I was we just snuck out, okay? And then they're oh my god, that's the most disrespectful thing you could do to your parents, blah blah blah. Lecturing us, and it was just bad. And then they're call your parents and tell them to come pick you up. So we called our parents, and then they all came to pick us up. They were all really mad, and I was grounded for 3 weeks. So I'm gonna do that again. And if you're thinking about it, don't do it. Yeah.
That's true. That's really good. Wait. The next one we'll be reacting to is... And now we're going to react to guava juice. Guava juice version in Story Boot. It's really cool. I've seen this. It's really awesome. And guava juice. guava juices. Story. Okay, let's get into it.
Have you ever asked yourself the question, who am I? That was the question I kept asking myself over and over again back in high school. You see, I grew up in a small town called Durham, North Carolina. I kind of felt isolated back in school because I was like 1 out of 4 Asians at my school. I remember one time during lunch I sat down next to some people and the first thing they said to me was, "Oh hey, look, it's our neighborly friendly Asian here." I mean, I laughed it off like haha, but eventually it kind of got to me. There was another time where I tried to hang out with the popular kids during lunchtime. I was friends with one of the guys on the table, and I went to sit down at their table, and everyone just kind of stared at me like, "Yo, what are you doing here? This is our table. Get out of here." They didn't say that in verbatim, but I could tell by the vibes they were giving off. After those moments, I was really confused on who I was or how I was supposed to act around others, and it just made me very angry at myself. Like, I was so angry at myself, it made me become angry towards everyone else, especially my family. I would come home from school and just stay in my room or just use the computer all day because I was so disappointed in myself. All I wanted to do is just fit in or just be a cool kid, you know? During dinner time, whenever my family would ask me how I was or how school was, I would always give them an attitude like, "Yeah, school is fine. You already asked me this yesterday." My brother and my sister told me they used to be so scared of me, they would play rock, paper, scissors to see who would knock on my bedroom door to let me know dinner's ready. They thought a demon would arise from my bedroom and devour them into the shadows of my bedroom. And they thought I hated them for the longest time, when in reality, I only hated myself. I remember one afternoon I was in my room and I was crying. I was just so confused. I felt so alone at school all the time. My faith wasn't strong at the time, but I didn't know what else to do, so I kneeled down.
That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. I don't know. I wouldn't cry, but literally.
Else to do, so I knelt down in front of my bed and I prayed to God. I was like, "Please help me find who I am and what I'm supposed to do." Miraculously, I got invited to a youth camp the day after I said that prayer, and I was like, "Why not? I just need answers right now." I met someone who dealt with the same problem, and he gave me advice that I will never forget. I remember we were sitting next to the campfire roasting cookies. Yes, I know, cookies. But he told me this: "You don't have to change yourself to fit in or be cool, because the most precious thing you have right now is yourself. So once you love yourself, you will attract others who love you for who you are." And he was right. I went to school the next week with a big smile on my face, and I attracted people who liked me for me. And my relationship with my family grew stronger as soon as I accepted who I am. So that means they don't have to play rock, paper, scissors anymore to see who knocks on my door. So, what's the answer to the question? Who am I?
Yourself.
Well, you are you. And you are beautiful. Just be yourself, and don't let anyone change that.
Wow, that was cool. That was really cool. And the next one we're gonna react to is our last video. This one, my mom betrayed us and my dad became an alcoholic. Okay.
Hello, I'm Jenny. It's a bit sad to say this thing, but my dad is an alcoholic. But don't think that I'm going to speak about domestic violence. I adore my dad. He's maybe the sweetest personality I've ever seen.
Our dads are nice. Some of them.
Let me tell you my experience. My life was absolutely normal until I was 12 years old. I had very loving parents. My mom was a very energetic woman, and my dad was a nice, calm man. I take more after my mom, and I was growing up active and optimistic. One day, everything changed. My mom once announced that she had found another man, and she was moving to another city with him. And even better, "Jenny," she said, "I have no ambition to start a court process to make you live with me. I think you'd better stay with your dad. You have all your life here, and it would be better for everyone." Nice to get it from your mother, right? If you think this isn't a horrible problem, I have more to tell you. I was betrayed by my mother and was so indignant. Really, is this the way to treat your child? And why would she decide what is better for me? However, my mother doesn't want me. I need to adapt. This is why I stayed with her. It was so sad. Poor Dad. Guess it's not pleasant when a woman you love decides that she doesn't need you anymore. And he started relaxing with a drink or two in the evening. Sorry, Jenny, he said. It just makes me feel better. Do you mind? Who was I to prohibit a grown man a small drink every other evening? And that was my mistake. One of the rare defects of my dad is lack of strong will. I was still very small at the time and didn't realize it quickly enough. When I was aware that it had become a problem, it was too late. 2 drinks became 4, 4 became 8, and he fell asleep in the armchair and I had to help him towards the bedroom. Then he fell asleep on the floor, and then he started missing his work. He said he felt better. He didn't feel so useless and lonely. I think at the time he was one step away from depression, but I honestly prefer if he had taken some pills rather than draining himself unconscious. But I thought that he would be okay as soon as he felt better. The real tragedy started when he decided he was done scaring me at home, and he had better go out for a drink. Believe me, social alcoholism is the worst. He found some small, filthy bars, disgusting pubs, horrible dens, where he was drinking with other alcoholics and talking to them about his miserable life. Don't think he got violent or anything. He was the same kind and caring old dad. He was crying and asking for apologies and promising he would give it up, but he just couldn't. The problem was that he was now there every evening and crawled home rather than walking. Sometimes he came in bruises. Sometimes he forgot to come home. In these cases, I just took a taxi and made a pub crawl of my own, looking for him. Not a nice environment for a teenage girl. I had to convince his buddies to let him go, and sometimes even had to bring a baseball bat with me to make myself clear. Everyone knew that Jenny was not a chick to mess with. Of course, I tried to maintain my spirits, but it was so hard.
Well, we can get The Walking Dead back. No one want to mess with that. Or die.
One day I came to one bar to fetch my dad. There was an enormous guy who claimed that Dad hadn't paid. Dad was nearly senseless. I had no money, so I said that Dad would just have to pay another day, but I didn't convince him. I don't remember exactly how I managed to get him out of there, but I brought my dad home absolutely desperate. I didn't see any hope, and thought that I would pass the next years searching for my drunk dad. It was a dead end. The next day, I wanted to tell my dad I had to leave him and go to my mom or elsewhere. I couldn't take it anymore. I was crying, and my dad was looking at me horrified. I'm not sure he had ever seen me cry. This was the turning point, when he realized that he couldn't do it anymore. To himself, but most of all to me. It was the first time I saw that my dad had will after all. The very same day he went to AA. Next day, I had my 15th birthday, and I decided to stay with my dad for some more time and see if he could remain sober. It turns out that life is beautiful without drinking. He repeats it every day, constantly apologizing for those hellish 3 years. But I'm not offended. I managed to get something useful even from that horror. I'm a wrestler now, and quite a talented one. They say that I've got the character of a warrior. I know exactly which bars I got it from. My dad comes to support me in all my competitions, straight from AA meetings, absolutely clean. And I know that even if the situation is worse than you could ever imagine, there's always hope. Guys, if you liked my story, please subscribe to the channel and share it. Leave a comment to let everyone know what you think about the problem.
Almost. I didn't want to end this video today. Thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below what video should I make next. And we love. See you guys next time. Bye.